Hi, today I'm going to be making, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Rox from Sugarwell. Today I'm going to be making our Calypso soap, which is fragranced with grapefruit and sea salt. So I've got everything that I need here. And this here in front of me is my mixture of oils. It's the same oils as I use usually, so it's a mixture of sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, castor oil and melted coconut oil and lashings of shea butter. Here I've got my oat milk that I put in all my soaps because I absolutely adore it. So I'm going to start by just adding that into my melted oils and giving it a bit of a blast with the blender. Right, so we've got that blended in, and now I'm going to add our sodium hydroxide solution, otherwise known as NaOH, or caustic soda. I'm just popping that in there, and I'm going to whiz it a couple of short blasts to bring it to emulsion. There we go, it's changed colour. Quick blast again. Just going to check, and that looks absolutely fine. So what I want to do today is I'm going to be using 4 different colours. I'm using white, a blue-green, a sort of greener blue-green that I've mixed myself, and gold. The idea is for it to resemble a tropical island, or at least to suggest that. And the pour that I'm going to do today is different to how I would usually pour it. So what I need to do first of all is start by splitting off this batter into 4 equal portions, or as near to equal as I can get it, because I'm just going to do it by eye. So if I can get these 3 I'm kind of experimenting with this pour. The way that I've poured this soap before is different, but I really struggle to get the I just went quiet. I really struggle to get the bars cut to really good sizes in the mould that I usually use for that particular pour. So I'm going to try to recreate something similar using these 4 colours and pouring them into you'll see what I'm going to do anyway. So I'm going to start with my whites. Also put some white into there. Don't want to overdo it. And I'm going to put some gold into this one, which seems to have quite a bit more than the others. Gold too, that's for the sand. Whites for the beach, golds for the sand. Blue and green are obviously for the sea and the trees. Oh, those lovely wafting palm trees. This is a beautiful colour, blue-green. Okay. I haven't put my fragrance in yet. I always leave that till last. So let me mix through each of these one by one. Get them blended in. And then that'll give me a feel for the trace of the batter. And this white, because it's got a lot of titanium dioxide in it, it doesn't really like to blend in so well. I might give that a blast with a mixer. The blender, I mean. So let's just put that to one side. Yeah, I do seem to have a lot more of this gold than the other colours, but we'll work with it. Look at that, that looks like. Do you know that chocolate? Caramac. That's what it reminds me of. Well, we've got golden sands and white sands. Did I say it was white for the sand and gold for the sands? Well, whatever. And this mix of the green and the blue-green. Get yourself in there, lovely. And then the blue-green, which is an absolutely fabulous colour, I think. Oh, so many jugs, so little space. Can you see that? I think that's a little greener than I wanted, but the thing is, when the soap dries, it will change colour slightly anyway. Okay, so let me just have a quick look back at this white and decide whether I'm going to give it a blast. I think that I will, but I don't want it to go too thick on me. So this is going to be a really quick blast. And there, I think that's going to have to be enough. Okay, so now I'm going to, if I can, it's all hands. You see all those, probably, can you see the green? Yes, you can see the green, you can see the blue, you see the white, got the gold, there. I'm going to add in the fragrance oil, which I always like to leave as long as possible. Now what I can see, which you probably can't see, is how beautifully sparkly this colour here looks. I can see the sparkles in it, it looks lovely. Okay, let's give you a mix up. And give you a mix up. And then finally, one. Okay, now I'm going to get this jug here. And which way do I put it? I think I need to put it this way for you to be able to see it. And I'm going to pour down the spout here, one colour at a time, so it pools, and do that several times so it builds up stripes. There is a name for it, but I can't remember what it is. I'm just wondering whether these are just a little too thin to pour right now. But you know what? I'm gonna... Is it the Clyde slide? I'm not sure. I just, honestly, I can't remember what this technique's called. I didn't invent it anyway. Yeah, so I think we're thick enough, actually. So I've got my jug here. Did you hear that? Did you hear the Yorkshire coming out? I've got my jug. Right, and here I'm going to pour in some, can you see that? I'm going to pour some white. Okay, I think that's enough. And then, the question is what colour? I think blue. Gold, I think, next. Got a lot of gold, so maybe I should just put a little bit more of this. And whoops. Green. probably end up with odd numbers of, more odd amounts of soap butter, but I don't mind. Right. Green, blue. Can you see how that's going? I think I should bring it in. Yep. There's too many jugs and not enough space. Can you see that? I've got the blue in there, so let's have some gold. That just looks to me like, well, caramel. I want the green. I don't know how much I need to save for the top, if any. But I am going to save, I think, most of the, mostly white and blue for the top, so it looks like the sea, like the ocean. Doesn't matter if some of these lines are thicker than the other ones. In fact, that will look really nice. And with gold, we've got quite a lot of the gold. So I think I'm just going to scrape that out. Whoops. Get this jug out of the way because they're just taking up so much space, and then put in the rest of the green. Okay, so I just want those for the top, and look at the mess that I have made here, just typical. Okay, right, let's get my mould. Right, which way am I doing it? Which way can you see it best? Let's have a look. No, do we need to go over that way? There, straight that way. Okay, so now this is going to be awkward. I think I'm just going to tilt it. I'm just going to hold it rather than prop it up. And I'm just going to go run it backwards and forwards, and slowly lower it as it gets more full. Oh, look at those lovely stripes there. Okay, I'm just going to scrape this out. Rid of that jug. I'm going to bang this down. A little bit of a problem making my soap in this particular area, because that's not too bad actually, because the worktop it's just not quite level. I'll just prop that up there. That's a little bit better. Oh no, it's that way. Spatial awareness. Right, okay. So I'm going to drizzle some of this blue that I've got left on the top. Try to get as much out of that as I can. I don't feel like I'm very natural on these YouTube videos, and I suppose it's just going to take me some time to get used to it. So you're going to have to bear with me until I find myself and find my voice. That's the blue out there. Now get the jug. I'm just going to finish off with this white. I'm just going to go down one side with that. If you hear a loud rumbling, don't worry, it's not an earthquake. It's my stomach because I'm really, really hungry. But I wanted to do this first. Well, really, I have to do it first because I need the kitchen to do this. I can't cook and make soap at the same time, so I need to get this out of the way and then I can get something to eat. I've got that white on there. Eke out a tiny bit more. Right, let's get rid of that. I'm going to just quickly bang it down. Wipe round the edge. And then I'm just going to have to leave it for a few moments until it's ready. Until it's ready to texture. I've forgotten the word then. Let's have a look to see if this is ready to texture. Not bad. A little bit green. The idea is for it to look like waves. Shall I just leave it like that, do you think? Or should I just try? See, the ones I start, that's it. I'm left with it. I think I'm just going to leave it like that, actually. Didn't want to come out. Now what I'm going to do is put this away, put it somewhere and make it nice and warm for around 24 hours, and then it'll be time to cut it to see what it looks like inside. But before we do that, I'm going to give you a quick look at the top of the soap, a bit of a close-up, and hope that it stays in focus. Is that close enough? Ooh. So, time for bed, and I'll see you later.